studio, and it's time for the third match of the evening. It's going to be NiP versus Titan, and it's going to be Train instead of Cash. We mistakenly thought it was going to be Cash for some reason. I'm not sure why, but anyway, Train is the order here for these two teams. What are the expectations?
It's bad news for Titan, judging by what we just saw happen over the last like 45 minutes. It's bad news.
Yeah. NiP aren't quite VP caliber team on Train, but they're not bad. They recently actually beat Fnatic 16-7 on Train, so they're decent. And Titan were anything but decent there. So, as Lupa said, it's bad news.
Yeah, NiP are always a team that they love Train, and they wanted to make this their Train of old, essentially, it would seem.
Yeah, I mean, they've always liked that map. They used to be probably the best team in the world in the old Train, the very old Train, way back when. They've always liked the map, and they've always been fairly good at it. I definitely think they're favored in this game. Even if Scream was playing, I think they'd be slightly favored. But considering Titan's missing one of their best players, and what we just saw, it's really hard to give Titan big chances to win this one.
All right, well, we're going to be actually doing a TriCast now, so just
should be interesting.
Going with the flow. And we'll be jumping into the pistol between NiP and Titan. NiP is starting off on the CT side, and Titan are going to be rocking 5 Kevlars on their T side pistol.
That's pretty interesting. So, no utility whatsoever, just going to be looking to maybe rush on in, but where they're setting up here is pretty standard. They've got 3 players going through Ivy. Shox has landed the first shot, Smiths with the second as well. This is much better from Titan. Faris has also opened his account in the first round. Get Right turns to his left-hand side to look at the bomb. In doing so, gets a bullet to the temple. And just like that, Titan run away with the pistol round. Very good performance there.
And that was a really quick win as well. That's the kind of win that gets you some momentum. That's the kind of stuff you need after just being completely blown out of this world 5 minutes ago. Very good start for Titan, and obviously NiP are going for a bye here. They always go for a bye. But if Titan's able to win a couple rounds here, then all they really need is 1 or 2 gun rounds, maybe break NiP's money ones, and they have a good half for them. So that already makes a big difference. We didn't really see them even get into the last game. Now they have a chance to do that right here.
Yeah, I'm liking the Mac 10s out of Titan as well to try to gain fast presence into these forward positions and Existence up.
Those were nice shots by Existence.
Yeah, he's really coming into his own actually with this new kind of role that he's been put into.
Yeah, he's definitely been a lot better than he used to be. There's no question about it.
Welcome to Pop Dog. Freiburg with just won the frag, and well, a very comfortable round again from Titan. So already looking pretty decent. What was the score from last round? Was it 16-2?
They've already matched their matched the round wins. 2 rounds in.
Maybe they'll get 3. We expect them to. NiP are effectively on an eco now.
Yeah, full eco indeed for NiP. I mean, this is the garbage round basically. Although I say that, I mean I saw G2 yesterday. Who were they playing? I think it was maybe Virtus Pro and Cash, and they won with every player surviving with a buy like NiP have right now. So I say garbage time, but
yeah,
with some reservation. You never know in CS:GO.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Counter-Strike, right? Every round is new, so it's never really garbage time in the way it is in sports where the game is over, but you're literally in garbage time stealing the final minutes away. In CS, at any point someone can go nuts, make a mistake, lose a weapon, and it just completely tilt around in the other team's favor. As
a Newcastle fan, I know exactly what you're talking about with the garbage time. Every game feels like that after half time, actually. So it's really depressing, you know.
Well, the good thing is, you only have to watch until halftime.
True.
So
you can rage quit.
you can be an effective fan. Don't let it ruin your life, man.
Try my best not to.
Well, the buys come in now here for NiP. They got a Mag 7 on Forest, limited utility. And it looks like Titan want to get themselves fast into the inner bomb site, straight on to B. They flashed away Freiburg, but he just has to delay here and stop these teams from making their way forwards. And Existence will cover the flank as well. So it's not looking too bad here for Titan. Although that said, as I mentioned that, 2 players going down immediately. The bomb is yet to be planted, and it's all on the stand-in.
One of these actually somehow got that kill. No idea what happened there.
I don't know.
But nonetheless, good round by Freiburg.
His crosshair looked about 5 meters above where it needed to.
It's almost like as he died, the gun hits the floor and
yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what it actually. That's what it looked like. Maybe we should go back just to check in which order the kill notifications appeared, just to double check.
Wouldn't surprise you if those kinds of things started appearing into the game in the future.
No, we really shouldn't give Valve these ideas. I take that back.
Ferris got the complete legit kill. Let's move on.
Yeah, that's what it
UMP
was.
in play for Get Right here. That is interesting, especially considering there is full head armor on Titans. This UMP, yeah, it's got the armor pen, but against AKs, not liking his chances really.
It's gonna be pretty tough to get it done here, but we'll see actually the pressure coming in from Ali from Titan, and will we see shots go all the way? He's actually gonna go for the challenge there. Exist will get the kill though, and Get Right's in a forward position. This is very good, but there's a support from there is actually Ali was there, so Get Right and Ali can hold this down. Then NiP will be in very good shape. But Smith's in with an opening, and Titan may find a way in now.
Darius gets a nice entry there on Forest. He's actually gotten quite a few kills coming out of T mid.
That's true. Yeah, he has been pulling his weight so far for Titan. They desperately needed someone to do that. Get another player working for them there. Smiths lands another frag, but now he's in a 1 versus 2. He's got Exist and Freiburg to fend off against this. 30 seconds on the timer, and he does have the bomb in his hands, but only 26 HP to play with NiP. You fancy them to claw this round out, and there we go. Exist will just shut him down. And NiP will do pick up their second round, but this is looking a lot better for Titan. They're getting the entries, they're getting kills, they're not getting smashed out of rounds without getting any kills in return.
Yeah, they're definitely competing in this game. It was kind of weird when we saw Shox kind of rushing out just to clear behind that box in the alleyway. He must have seen something that led him to believe that someone had pushed behind that box there. Because I mean, from our POV, we saw Exist holding that couldn't look kind of silly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And especially because he ran out all by himself, way ahead of his team.
Yeah, it definitely looked kind of weird, that just exposing himself like that. But right now we've got Titan. Their money is really strained. They've decided to go for a bit of a force here. They've got 2 AKs and some utility, and that is what they're banking on using in this round to get victory. But the bomb's going to go down straight away. Freiburg's doing excellent damage, critically wounding 2 players. They'll be finished off by Get Right and Alu. So NiP looking strong, not losing a single man. So very nicely done, and their economy is going to start to grow quite nicely off of rounds like this.
Yeah, that was a good win for NiP. Everybody basically contributing a little bit, completely mowed down Titan, and actually kind of seems like Titan are doing the exact same thing that they were doing against Virtus Pro, and it still hasn't worked on gun rounds, and it looks just as predictable this time around as well.
That's it. I was literally about to say the same thing, and it's interesting to see how NiP counteract that. Taz was playing on the left-hand side of the bomb site, Freiburg's playing on the right-hand side. So the dynamic shifting in terms of NiP, but Titan are doing the same thing, and as you say, this just seems like it's toothless. Like, they're not getting anything in return for these B plays.
And that was just a very aggressive push by Exist through Alley, killing shots by T-Spawn.
Yeah, good pressure indeed from Exist, and Forest is locking down Pop Dog, so there's no way in here for Titan. Absolutely no way in.
I mean, this is just cruel.
It is pretty brutal, isn't it? Savagery so far from NiP. And Existence is... I mean, he's been left in so many spots. Yesterday as well, the theme was very apparent that Existence was almost always the last guy left alive on a team that's got, you know, the likes of Shox and RPK's been playing really well recently as well. So I would have, in theory, liked those 2 players in place of Existence if someone's going to be alive last.
Yeah, especially Shox, because he's definitely one of the world's best players in like clutch situations.
Yeah.
Always able to somehow win those rounds. So it's a shame. He did try to play further back in the previous game, but then his team just got mowed down before getting into the site, so that wasn't doing much for them either. And as we saw there, Faris once again playing very passive in that T middle area. Seemed like he might have been able to maybe trade that kill on Forest had he pushed out a little more aggressively, or at the same time as his teammates went out of Pop Dog. So a little bit of a timing issue there maybe.
Yeah, now unfortunately Titan onto upgraded pistols. 2 Deagles, 3 P250s with a smoke. Ali lands a nice shot there on Smiths. And now the retaliation charge comes on through up for Titan. Trying to tap across with the Deagle. Nothing going just yet. RPK does land one. Looking for a second. How is he alive for that long? He nearly lined it up there and picked himself up another couple of frags. But as it stands, NiP come back from a 3-0 deficit to take a 5-3 lead.
Yeah, that's 5 straight rounds now for NiP. And honestly, it kind of like we started off with like, oh, Titan's doing pretty well. 3 rounds. They're playing close rounds. You know, they're not just getting shut down. Now all of a sudden you're like, when was the last time Titan did something?
Right, yeah, I mean...
So they really need to get back into it now.
They've been winning so many rounds without receiving that much damage as well. Like, there's been quite a few flawless victories, so that's really worrying, to be honest, because their money's never going to be in danger. You might even see a Scar come into play at some point or something as well. You know, Exist loves to buy those. And also, like, Titan, I think you made a good point here. Like, it's so important to find the right timing on aggressions. Like, if you're able to get an engagement happening on Ali, it can turn the heads of a couple players, maybe away from Pop Dog and T-Main just for a moment for you to get maybe a slightly favorable engagement. These are like small edges that the top teams really abuse, and we're seeing that Titan are falling a little short in that way as well so far. But Smith has been getting some AWP entries, but as I said, Forrest is going to nail in straight with the AK. So RPK with the AWP.
And once again, Faris is really far back, sitting inside T middle. Obviously, he's gotten a couple picks from there, but I think he really needs to get out and help his teammates coming out of ladder. There's no point sending Smiths out all by himself out of ladder to get slaughtered.
Right. Yeah, you want to see like kind of the Olofmeister-esque sprints right outside, just to get like some forward positioning. It puts so much pressure on the CTs. Just having a guy there, not even necessarily trying to frag.
If you can just get out and stay alive, that's going to allow your teammates to get out elsewhere, and that's how you win rounds. I mean, at one point, Fnatic's T side was basically built on Olofmeister running out of T mid.
Yeah.
That was probably the only call they ever made in halves, just going out mid. See you guys later.
Yeah, absolutely. And now 2 AWPs are in play for NiP.
There indeed, and Titan have enough where they could go for like a Tech 9 armor and have enough to buy up next round, but maybe playing for the... Well, in fact, half of them do. I guess Smiths is waiting for the AWP. Like, he doesn't want to go for the Kevlar so he can get an AWP instead. Maybe Existence is going to follow a similar path as well, try and mix it up, because I think they are becoming predictable. The rounds they got were very similar, and now they've just started to fall into this kind of lethargic mentality. Exist is going to pick up 2. Faris, however, does answer back with a P250. Alu's side's trained on Ivy, lands the shot, drops the bomb as well. And that will be all she wrote here for round 10, barring a miracle, and it is not coming up. So 7-3 your scoreline.
And here we see the difference between losing the pistol round and winning the pistol round on Harry's side. If Titan lost the pistol here, and we assume it'd be 10-0, this game's over. Now, it's 7-3. I mean, NiP's been dominant for 7 rounds, this majority of this game. But if Titan now win 4 rounds in a row, win the second half pistol, they're the one favored to win. So that's how quick the game can swing if you just get the pistol in those couple rounds, because it gives you a huge margin for error in one-sided maps.
Yeah, now it's going to be 4 AWPs on the map actually. So it's a pretty big difference in approach from both teams. I mean, Titan already haven't really been finding much success from coordinated pushes, so the pick-based play makes sense. But Ali's just on top of everything right now. He's on the train, taking down 2 players out of team main straight away. And now it's the pick against RPK. Looks pretty good to get this. He's going to find it as well. And, I mean, the push will come into Ali at the same time. And, hey, Existence will get out, but there's no one left to play with at this point. So, well done again to NiP, just completely crushing Titan's approach. Just, they wanted to play picks. NiP were like, well, we can do that as well.
Yeah, that was just gross, once again. It wasn't, I mean...
I am disgusted.
Yeah. Honestly, the problem for Titan is that their timing is just off, because no one's getting any kills, and then as a result, it just looks horrible, because they're basically going off by sending one guy out, hoping he gets a kill that's going to allow others to get out with that same kill, because it's going to force the CTs to rotate, but they never get that first kill, and then it just looks like you're watching a pug play, because you just see people going out one at a time.
Yeah, like a key part of T-side on Train for me is avenging frags. Like, if you go in and one of your teammates die, you need to answer back instantly, bring it back to a 4-on-4 or 3-on-3. Titan just aren't doing that. As you said, they're running in like a conga line towards their death. And it's not fun in games. They're getting destroyed now. It's 8 rounds consecutively for NiP. That was a heavy investment as well in the last round, as we called. There was double open play for Titan. That forces Smiths now into a Tech 9. So far from ideal again for a Titan squad. And looking like it could be going a similar way to the VP game.
Yeah, there's been no trading whatsoever, like you said, on Titan's side, and that's definitely been a big problem for them. Shock's quickly out of alley now.
Yeah, it's not looking too hot though. They are losing a lot of players here. Although Existence will find a quick kill there out of alley, and this is going to open up things for his teammates down at Pop Dog. So finally some coordination's working out for Titan. They have a man advantage, although maybe not the weapon advantage. Got the AWP on Forest, good position, but with Freiberg down, Forest has to do everything by himself. Excellent plays though. He's going to turn it into a 1-on-1 whilst Existence was busy planting the bomb, and now this is anyone's.
It's Existence who was the clutch master in the previous game. And he does have the bomb planted. He's up in heaven. This could be a position that Forrest isn't expecting. He was just looking across there. The time is ticking down. He does go up. He knows exactly where the player is. Lands a headshot. How is that possible? And he's going to get the defuse.
What was that?
I'm speechless.
I have no idea what just happened there. I don't know what transpired.
He was
Dan's
like
just shaking his head
by that
laughing.
ladder.
awkwardly stumbling on the ladder. And it's,
Yeah.
oh, a headshot. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
And that's extremely devastating for you if you're Titan now, because you're finally, when it's a 3v1, you're okay, we're finally getting this round, you know?
Yeah.
Pick it up a little bit, and then you just get devoured. 1v3, that's not a round you should be losing. Kind of unlucky in the sense that the second guy was completely caught off guard, didn't realize where Forrest got the first kill from, but just a rough half for Titan.
Yeah, really rough. Oh, damn. We're going to see the push coming onto Ali. And Shox kind of runs out by himself. And talking about refrags, there is none in sight. His two teammates are standing there in the most timid way possible, just kind of watching Shox run to his demise. We're like, well, that just happened.
He is caught in headlights, springs to mind.
And it's actually kind of funny because Shox was the last guy in the whole entire Virtus Pro game, and now it seems like he's the first one running out. He's no success either way, but it's a huge change in like a 30-minute time span. Of Forrest and Al connect on op shots that basically most likely end this round in favor of NiP once again.
You know, the bomb is making its way towards Electric Box in Faris's hands. Ali is just going to turn around and just drop him. They
That was a
can't
nice
do
flick.
anything wrong at this point.
No, everything's just breaking down their way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Smith is, he's in an unknown position, but Forrest is aware of the possibility for somebody to push through connector, so this is going to be pretty rough for Smith.
Yeah, he's low on time as well, so we kind of had to force through there. Couldn't afford to check every corner. Bless you. I'm not sure if that picked up on mic. That was a powerful sneeze, sir. I'm impressed.
Alright, so I told you this Scar 20 is coming out onto Exist. I knew it's just a matter of time, but we're going to see Exist trolling it up with the auto sniper. And Titan not with that much really to work with in this round. They got a few pistols, couple AKs, limited utility, and they're spreading out quite a lot as well actually. So it's hard to say actually whether they are planning on finishing this round. And there you go.
That is just kicking someone head down.
How many times over the years have we seen Exist pick up an auto sniper and kill Titan?
Yeah, very true, yeah.
This used to happen so much like 2 years ago.
Yeah, he was actually the first guy that really started just using it, especially on like Dust 2 and so
Yeah,
on.
on Dust 2 he used it quite a bit back in the days.
Well, they're in a bomb site, but how this is going to end up for Titan, I think the story, yeah, it's not good. It's not looking good for them. They can't even get the bomb planted. Again, there feels like there's no inspiration at all from Titan and the plays that they're trying to make. It feels very much like they're completely winging everything.
Yeah, and that's always one of the bad things about having teams in these situations match up in the final days of an online league where one team has everything to play for and the other team has nothing. Then you put in adding the fact that Scream is sick, unable to play.
Right.
And, it just ends up with unfavorable matches. Ideally, you'd wish that every single time every team had the same incentives to play, but it doesn't always break down like that.
That's a very good point. And I feel like if someone asked like summary of this game, the Forest 1v3 just sums it up perfectly.
Yeah.
You just watch that replay, that's all you need to know. That's how this game's gone for Titan. They had the early lead, it's instantly brought them back, and as you can see, Get Right landing the spray down through the smoke onto Smiths and Shox and Faris. The last two remaining players. Shox misses the shot, Faris is there for one, but he's not good for a second, and 12-3. And if NiP win this, I believe they go through. Is that correct, Dan?
Yeah, that's correct.
So they're pretty much on the brink, on the home stretch right now.
Oh yeah, they're definitely feeling good about this one. What do you make of Get Right's avatar? Have you seen that picture?
Yeah, that's I've definitely seen that. I don't think it can be unseen once you've seen that. That's the problem.
I like it. It's good.
I'm not sure if I've got this morbid curiosity where I want to see what the rest of the picture looks like from the neck down. I just want to know what context
that's the
in.
kind of curiosity that I don't have. I have no motivation whatsoever to know what happens from neck down in that picture. No motivation.
I thought you'd have the finished connection, man. I'm disappointed now.
Well, Alu can't grow a stash.
I see that enough when I'm going
unfortunately,
for like
it's been photoshopped.
like 3 a.m. walks in Soho. I see probably what the rest of that looks like on a nightly basis. So, Tyson
It's not pretty, is it?
for Kevlar, going for the aim battles, and RPK is going to pick something up at least for Titan, but how much more damage can they do? They won the first pistol round, but that was all the rounds that they managed to pick up. So
Oh, nice shot by Ferris.
And a
Second one.
Is it too little too late though? They've left this one again to 12-3. And it's all in exists. He has tagged up Smith super low. A couple players low now for Titan, but he's given his position away. And he's not long for this world. There we go. Smith puts him down, and Titan do pick up the pistol. We said this was crucial for them. Whether they can manage to claw back the next 8 rounds to take us even, though, is a whole different story altogether.
Yeah, but at least we now have the potential of a game.
Yep.
That's a whole lot more. That's some hope that we did not have in the earlier game. So let's see. NiP not actually going for. Not going for a full buy. Want to save some money on Alu. See, quick rush outside though.
Yeah, fast pace. Is it going to result? We've got Alu picking up a kill by Ali, so at least he's been able to pick up a weapon and NiP. And Existence is lurking in the smoke. He can do a lot of damage from this position. The T's are all in amongst him though, and he's going to turn around. He's able to drop Freiburg, find the bomb. 2 more players, and is he going to run out of bullets? No, he's actually good here, and looks very nice for Titan. They'll finish things off. A little bit scary at times, bit of chaos, but they will manage to close that round. But they have to deal with a Glock eco now.
Yeah, that was a good play by Existence there in the smoke, laying it down, just kind of sitting around and not getting caught off guard. From the overview we had for a couple seconds, it kind of looked like one of the NiP players was going to just jump into his face and maybe get the kill, but escape with 2 kills and an assist. That was a good play by him.
Maybe a bit of a worrying sign for Titan. They did lose 3 guns in that round, I should say. So that could come back to haunt them if they lose another couple here. Well, that's just awkward. There's not much you can say about that.
You set the round up so nicely. You talked about it. It was like, well, this and that. This might happen. This could happen. This could lead. Never mind.
Shots just wrecked.
That's next.
Also, another slightly comedic moment there as Smith is spraying down on Ali. I think like he runs out of bullets, he pulls out a pistol, he's still shooting, and at the last second one of his teammates comes in and instantly gets a headshot when he's trying to steal the kills.
Because I can imagine after pulling off a UMP double kill, he's probably got the same face as Get Right's picture right now. That's the expression on his face. Just like calm, smug.
Yeah,
wreckage.
it probably is.
It's all over now.
Okay, this is kind of good. This is not the usual setup though. Looks like it could be a little bit painful for Titan. The forward setup on Yard is very important. So we've got the push coming in from Titan through Secret as well towards Pop Dog. That's not going to go too well for them. Exist is going to make the trade happen. So it's very important to play forward on the Yard. Teams are putting a lot of pressure on Main and Pop Dog, but I fear for Faris right now. He's got no support. He's going to have to defend 2 choke points from either side. He'll get 1 frag and actually be able to fall back safely. So looks like Titan are putting this one together. Maybe.
Uh-oh. The curse is real. A 2-on-2 though. P90 in play, and that's going to be all that's left for Titan. Still plenty of time to play with as well for the terrorists and NiP. Take it down. I agree with you as well, Dan. As soon as Faris picks up the kill, I'm thinking, okay, the CTs are good for this round. But again, it just comes crumbling down around them.
Yeah, those were some bad plays by RPK and Shocks early on. There was no sight of NiP actually executing anywhere, so there was no reason for them to push. I think that's the kind of push that you make in a game that there's not a lot at stake and you're also down, so you're just kind of hoping for something good to happen.
Right.
So they kind of took risks that they didn't need to, and it just didn't pan out at all.
This buy from Titan though.
Nice pick by Alu. Shocks was waiting for him. He didn't have time to shoot.
RPK on the Org. Don't see the Org very often.
No. Rare breed.
I'm waiting for the patch to where it becomes OP again.
Lands himself a headshot, but instantly retaliated on, and again NiP have the 2-on-1 advantage. Loads of time to play with. They got the bomb as well. Exist. He's going to be backing away, and Smith
look
is
at
coming
this.
in. Oh, no.
I think he was hurt. Yeah, Exist hurt him. That was bad luck by Smith, especially because he must have thought NiP figured he was flanking. Only they weren't. Neither one of them was looking towards T main. So if he just walked out of there, he probably gets a kill.
Yep. But it was not meant to be. Now he's got to get it done. He gets an AK and an AWP, and it's unknown. He's just going to shoot immediately there, and he will take down Ali, but his position has been revealed to Exist, who's on the AK. And Smith's tossing in an incendiary there up into heaven, and Exist has the perfect angle, and he is going to snap Smith down 14-6. So NiP are close to making sure that they are going to qualify, and I think it's less than 2 weeks now. I think it's like 10 days until we'll need to fly to Jönköping for the FACEIT finals.
Yeah, I think the finals going to be in exactly 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now, so Plenty of CS coming up.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nice to cap off the year with DreamHack Winter. It's a great event. Ooh,
The leg in there.
he got the leg. No more legs for existence.
16 HP. And a prayer right now for Titan as well. Their economy is shocking. I mean, it's just the scout and pistols. And Alu will get the frag on the second time of asking, this time onto Smiths. So, do you believe in fairy tales, guys? This has to be NiP, right? There's no way Titan can bring this back.
There is. I would say it's impossible.
It'd take something special from one of their players. Faris with 2 kills now. He's actually been playing a lot better as the game went on. Clearly been getting more comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Oh my goodness.
Bombs getting planted inner. It's going to be very hard for Faris to retake anything with the op. Existence gets a kill, but he'd need to get a second kill.
Thing is, though, Exist is only on 8 HP as well, though, so he's only a bullet away from death.
Yeah, but Existence needs to tap the bomb, because no one's going to peek up until then. Look at this, though. No. Never mind. For a second, it looked like Faris was going to get that kill. That would have completely opened up the round for them, but not at the end.
Yeah, one more round, and Titan are pretty broke. They don't have much to work with. CZ armor, 5.7s, and a scout, and some grenades. This is going to be a pretty rough look, especially as NiP have just been systematically wiping them out because we're getting these weirdly timed aggressions from Titan. And NiP are just sitting back, hitting all the shots, and this seems like the easiest match they would have had for a long time.
Yeah, this is the match where everything seems to break NiP's way. I was actually going to get to that too, because it seems like they play the same way against other teams, but only their play style is still so reliant on skill that when they play against other skill teams, they usually get mowed down. Just the little difference comes down to the team play that they lack in the same sense,
right?
Or the minor little things. And then when they get a team that they have an advantage over, then it looks lopsided. It's a weird team to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And they also have the possibility here, as they do close the match. They also have the possibility to actually the peak skill on all the players is actually kind of ridiculous. So so if you actually get all of them peaking in the same game, then it gets even weirder to watch because it's so unpredictable. But that will be the close. Guys, again, sort of an expected result, but that means NiP will qualify at least, joining the ranks of TSM, Envious and Fnatic to go to the LAN finals in DreamHack Winter in Jönköping in a couple weeks. But any thoughts about that game, really? I mean, I guess we kind of said most of it, really.
Well, I mean, Titan were already dipping out, but I feel the moment their heads went completely down was that Forest 1v3 clutch. I think that's the moment. If you had to pinpoint one particular time, that was it there. Their soul broke there.
I think if Titan wins that round, I think it's like 4-8 maybe at that point.
Yeah.
They still have a chance to maybe escape with 1 or 2 more, and there's still some hope left, especially considering they won the second half pistol. But I mean, that round just ended it all. I think that's the point where they didn't believe in their own chances anymore. And when that happens, you're toast.
Yeah, I think you made a good point as well, because like that they know their chances are already gone and they're playing with the stand-in. It's just gotta feel very frustrating in that position. What do you make of Shox as a caller? Do you think actually that because I don't think we really went into it too much. Do you think it's going to hinder his ability to play properly? Because for example, we're seeing that with Flusher right now on Fnatic.
I think it definitely takes a toll on everyone. Some people, I think the big difference that it comes down to, and I think what people sort of have like a misconception over when they say like, oh, well, this guy can call and he can still frag. This guy, when he calls, he's not good, is the difference in how players call. Because some people, they basically just have the round begin and they just say, we're going to go A slow. And that's it. And they basically let their players say like, oh, I'm working up here, let everybody say when they're ready, and it kind of just like naturally progresses. And that's the kind of style that has little impact on you, right? Because you're making the same observations in your head to begin with. All you need to do is just talk them over to your team. Then there's other types of players who actively focus on everything that's going all around at all times, and they're the ones who usually try to and sometimes manage to find those little edges where they just get crazy reads on players, and it looks great when you're watching. But that's the difference between players. I'm not sure if Shox is the super active kind. I think he's more of a player who can actually call and play well at the same time. But I think he's also, I mean, you could tell in that game especially, like he seemed super frustrated. He just kept basically just running in by himself. Probably wasn't over the first loss yet. And he kept pushing Ali for no reason on CT side, even at the point where his team still had a chance to win. The first weapon round, there was no reason for him to push out of Ali after RPK already pushed inner and died. So I'm not sure if he's I mean, once again, haven't played with him, so I don't know how he is in game. But he seems like it seems like he has a bit of a temperament, which is not
Yeah.
a great thing to have if you're trying to lead a team.
I can see that. I feel like Shox is like the true French romantic kind of guy, so I could see that he could,
That's
be
that's
emotional. So
that's actually a good one. There's
Yeah.
bound to be some good photoshops of that
yeah,
later on,
Yeah.
I think.
I'm also curious as well if Existence has completely like wiped away from shot calling, or if he still has a bit of input. Because if games are going bad, do you feel like Existence could start to try to take over again? Is that something that could happen, do you think?
I think he definitely gives input, like ideas here and there, like everyone, but I think he definitely does more than the
Right.
other players. And then there also is the problem, right? So if you're just doing it, on the side, it doesn't affect your play, fine. It's good to have more ideas. You always want to have people throw ideas around based on the stuff they're seeing on the other parts of the map that you're not in yourself. But then what if you're having Existence basically focus? You tell her, okay, man, you're going to focus on your game. You just play as well as you can individually, try to put frags on the board. But then at the same time, this guy over here keeps overthinking things. He's trying to like be the mastermind at the same time. So then he's not really doing either one of his jobs, right? Because he's not the caller anymore, and he's not fully focused on the game. So I think that's why it's always really hard for in-game leaders, especially ones who have been doing that for quite a while, to actually break out of the mold. I'm not sure if you ever truly can. I think some of that stuff is always going to be going on in your head. You're always going to be thinking about that, and I think that's fine. But it has to be the bare minimum so that it still allows you to play well individually.
Yes, what you're describing is an incredibly fine balance, I imagine,
Yeah.
which takes a lot of experimentation to actually achieve. Well, I think we can give away some more crappy skins. I think it's time for that. Unless, of course, there is a Dragon Law waiting for somebody. That would be nice. So who's won our giveaway, Reese?
The winner is Bangtastic Mark.
That name.
Bangtastic Monk? Fantastic. Let's see what you have won, Bangtastic Monk. Not sure what you deserve, but we will find out. I don't see any reds. There's no red here. There's only grey.
Oh, it's another Indigo. Really?
I guess you could get
Indigos are in
worse.
style, man.
Rigged.
Tarek.
So, what's it got? Tarek. Dignitas again.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
Dig
always
Silgy match.
Dignitas.
Wow.
Oh, Dignitas. Oh, Dignitas. All right, well, congratulations. I guess it's time for us to take a short break, and next up is going to be Hellraisers. I guess we still need to confirm who's going to be the stand-in for them today. Yesterday it was Simple, and they'll be playing against Virtus Pro. First, this will be the last two matches as well. First one will be Cash, Overpass, and then Cash will be the last one. So we'll see you after the break.